What's going on, guys? MariK here, and with the Star Wars Battlefront collection less than 2 weeks away, I thought this would be a good time to discuss map strategies. For those of you who haven't had the chance to play the original Battlefront online or haven't played since the original servers were shut down. So in these videos, we'll be taking a look at the layouts to each map and going over different strategies that you can take for each of the various factions. This one also gives you a little bit of the high ground, so holy crap, that X-Wing almost fucking shaved our head. Hard to be able to kind of, holy crap, aside from them just not shooting you and your allies, holy hell. But we're losing, and it's not easy. Ow, what the hell? Kashyyyk Islands is honestly one of the worst maps to play on for the Empire and for the droids. Because of the map's layout, as well as the fact that when you're playing as the clones or as the rebels, you have the native Wookiees that are your allies, it makes this level really hard to deal with because, one, the Wookiees are tough. You already know that because the Wookiee warriors that are with the rebels are already tanky enough as it is. The Imperials and the droids spawn with the landing zone, the East Harbor, and the West Harbor, while the clones and the rebels spawn with the village center, the North Village, and the South Village. These three command posts are so tightly grouped together that with the addition of the native Wookiees there, it is really difficult for the Imperials or the droids to take this level. I can't stand playing as either of those classes because those extra Wookiees make this level so damn difficult. When playing as either the Empire or the droids, I usually like to go to the East Harbor because it is closest to an enemy command post, and it also has a good vantage point looking down on it. It is really difficult when you're in combat to tell which Wookiees are native Wookiees and which ones are actually part of the rebellion. So it is hard to be able to kind of, holy crap. It is hard to be able to whittle down the rebels' troop count, their reinforcement count, because you spend a lot of time trying to kill Wookiees that you also get no benefit from aside from them just not shooting you and your allies. Holy hell. This is also not a map that I would recommend flying on, and what you saw is exactly why. There's no reason to attempt it on this map. Honestly, I don't even feel like there is a reason to attempt trying to take the command posts because it is so freaking difficult just to get to them with all the command posts being so clumped together. You can sit there and attempt to just, kill, but as you can see, we're losing. I'm doing fairly well myself, but we're losing, and it's not easy. Ow, what the hell? Eventually, if your team manages to push far enough, you can take one of the command posts, but while you're taking it, you don't get a chance to breathe because they are already spawning back in the command posts. It feels like no matter how hard you play, you're always on the losing end. Like, we took one of their command posts, they took one of ours. It could be a game of just, attempting to have different players take the outer, hold the outer command post and take one or two of these center ones and then just kind of attempt to funnel them. But it's such an uphill battle that it just never feels like you can win when you're playing as the bad guys. Go figure. When playing as the clones or the rebels, I try to spawn at the North Village and turn my attention to the East Harbor command post. It is the command post that is closest to yours, and if you can get up there, grab a couple kills, and start kind of disrupting the enemy before they have a chance to get the drop on you, the better. It is a really hard command post to deal with because they do have that vantage point, and that's why you want to try and attack them before they have a chance to get set up on you. It's not easy, and this map, even though you have the advantage of having the Wookiees on your side, it's still a very difficult map to deal with. It could just be because I can't stand this map and I do not enjoy playing on this map, but it just doesn't feel as good to play on this map, regardless of your faction. Even though it is easier to play, where's that health pack? Even though it is easier to play as the heroes because of the added Wookiee support, it's still just so rough. I don't actually know what the best class to play for this map would be. You could attempt to play as a sniper and avoid some of the chaos that is constantly happening on this map. But I feel like, what the crap? I feel like your best bet for the clones is either the Jet Trooper or the regular soldier. And if you're playing as rebels, it's just regular soldier. You could play as the Wookiees and hope that maybe one of the players would think that you were just a Wookiee ally and not attack you, because it wouldn't lower your reinforcement count. But I wouldn't bank on that, and I wouldn't bank on using the Wookiee to win on this map either. Even with the aid of the Wookiees, we really don't have a whole lot of an advantage. However, we have finally managed to break the enemy's line. We've taken over the East Harbor, and that gives us a little bit more breathing room, but also takes away their high ground vantage point against us. Not really sure what's happening there, but you're dead. And with that, it looks like our lead is finally starting to grow. It also helps, it gives us a little breathing room, because now their closest command post is a little farther away. And so there's a bit more of a travel, and they're not just right there breathing down our necks. And that's going to be it for our strategic map overview of Kashyyyk Islands. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection comes out in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you on the Battlefront.